Going into this game, I just asked Brett Murray this. Like, you've been with this team for years. How does the character of the Rochester Americans grown over the last several seasons to be the team you are now?
Yeah. I think we definitely have grown as a group. The longer you play together, the closer you become, the camaraderie, and you just build through the experiences of seasons and seasons and going through hard practices and tough games and stuff. I think builds that, and it's games like last weekend that also bring you closer together and also bring more confidence out in the group and kind of build that.
Have you played on the team before that's had a coach kind of call a shot like that?
Yeah. Did he talk to you about his speech before the third period?
Pretty much. Just said that, hey, we're going to win this game.
Yeah.
Talk about how we're going to do it.
So
he said basically, it was almost like verbatim.
It was. So usually coaches will come in and say, like, oh, we're still winning this. But I personally remember being like, wow, he actually believes we're going to win this game. And he did. He said we're going to score in the first however many minutes, and they went out and scored first shift, and it was like 5 minutes, and he said we'll take it to overtime and win it in overtime. And so, yeah, he definitely called a shot. It's pretty cool.
What does that mean as a player? Like, when a coach, because you said it right there, like, you can tell in his eyes and his tone that he believes in this group despite being down 3-0, 20 minutes left in the season against a team who, by the way, was really good defensively all year.
Yeah, I think you said it perfectly. Like, the way he said it, like, it wasn't BS. Like, it was like oh wow, like he's saying this like he genuinely believes that we're coming back and winning this game. It wasn't like some phony like, oh, we're still in this, like keep going type. So yeah, I mean, as the leader of the team, as the coach, like when you see your leader like that believing, like it also inspires you as well.
How do you come down from, I guess, it's kind of like an emotional high, right? Like you're down 3-0, you come back in this for a forward win. How do you come down from that and keep the focus knowing that it's an honor do or die this round?
I think that this time in between games probably benefits us a little bit. Quite a few days off to kind of refocus on what we need to do. And, it was an amazing game and a great comeback, but there are still a lot of things that we did wrong and that we need to work on. And having 3 or 4 days of practice will allow us to kind of, I think, refocus and resettle on those things that we need to do better in order to not put ourselves in a 3-goal hole leading into the third.
Big Game 5 situation, one that, the team was on 2 years ago in Utica, last year in Syracuse. How does maybe having that type of experience give you guys, a benefit come Friday?
Yeah, I think any time that you can play in the playoffs, any game leading into the next year is great to have. You see it in the NHL too. The teams that have the most experience typically end up going a little bit further, and it's just a belief and a confidence that comes from playing together for years on end and being in these types of situations, and we've definitely got that type of experience these last couple of years.
Those past Game 5s on the road, this time at home, sellout crowd already. What can that do for a team on Friday night?
Yeah, I think we're all really excited. I think we knew that if we could force a Game 5 and come back in that Game 4, that this place would be rocking, and it's a huge bonus. It's a hard place to come in and play when it's rocking like it does, and we're really looking forward to getting out to. I mean, I don't know how many people I've kind of heard that it's a sellout. I don't know if it's a sellout or not, but I mean, that's why you play. Like, get to play in the playoffs, sellout barn, like it's the best.
Before that third period out in Syracuse, there's been a kind of a lengthy goal-scoring drought other than the penalty shot. What maybe clicked in that third period? What do you guys need to do to have some continued offensive success?
I mean, I think it comes from we just weren't playing in the O-zone enough, trying to create too much off the rush. They're so good defensively. They play that 1-1-3 kind of through the neutral zone, and if you're trying to force plays through the neutral zone and create line rushes, it ends up usually back in our own zone. So I think that's why we were having such limited scoring chances. So we've made adjustments this week in order to try to combat that 1-1-3 that they've been using against us. And that last game, we found some things that were giving us success. So they stumped us for a little bit, but it was nice to finally put a couple in the back of the net and start feeling a little bit better.